Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back. Here it is. Bromius is back on the table. Preludes 12. We've fixed what they have broken. Okay. With this build, you're going to be able to run full COGAH solos all the way to easy 60. After 60, it's going to require a little bit of finessing and some smiting to get those damage numbers where they need to be to keep clearing, but you can still clear past 60 easy peasy. All right. Again, we're running Bromius. What you're going to want is you're going to full stack Bark Bear. This is going to make it so every time you get a hit, it's going to proc an increase in your resistance, your armor strengths, which is going to increase your number 1 skill. That's going to allow you to hit for 650 plus damage on your number 1 AoE slams, right? So you're going to want Bark Bear all the way full. Another thing you're going to want to fill up is Mora's Pride. And then you're going to want sympathy. Obviously, we always want sympathy at the higher ends. Unless you're running Oselda, you got really no good way to heal outside of sympathy. So max out sympathy. This will allow you to fill up your bar every time you pull off a smite. And we're going to get in how we're going to smite everything all the time. And then whatever points you do what you will, but I would encourage you to try to get as many into Everbound as you can. For the talisman, we're running the COGAH Lorcan. This is for plus 10 attack, plus 2 courage, and more physical damage. Obviously, our number 1, or sorry, physical defense. Our number 1 scales off of our physical defense, as well as it's just going to keep us in the fights longer on those higher levels. For the main weapon, I'm running Unsla. I added a joinery for Blessed by Mora to attune it to courage. You're going to want to run the Ember Rot. So when you pull up a smite, your daggers are going to turn into flaming, dual-wielding death balls of justice that you're just going to slam into people left and right. For the support trophy, I would do the Bolt. So Pulse Smite restores your 12 courage ability cooldown just a little bit faster, so you can spam your 1 a little more often. You're going to want to go for the Master in the offense slot 1 for attacks to reduce enemy armor. So you're shredding armor, allowing you to hit even harder. And then an increase in attack speed by the Blitz. That'll be our second offensive slot. For the defensive slot, I would encourage you to pull some Stagger out of the Cleft. That way, if something does hit you, it's less likely to knock you on your bunions. If you've done COGAH runs high end, you get knocked on your bunions 9 times out of 10, you're dead because they'll kill you by the time you stand up. For our sidearm, we're running the Thrice Spurns. Obviously, orbital daggers are just insane, broken in this game. We got it polished for damage, headshot multiplier, and weapon charge rate. Really, we just wanted the weapon charge rate so I can get the orbital blade going off a little faster. Your rune, you can run whatever you want. Whatever rune you want, you can run it, right? What you're going to want in the support trophy slot is Perfect Orbit and Flyblades have an additional 1 in 17 chance to smite. Again, we want to get them smiting. Oh, smite me, mighty smiter, I think is what the man Jim Carrey said. And then for the offensive, we're going to be running the Tireless Orbital and Flyblades, reduce enemy armor by 10. Another opportunity to shred armor. For our defensive slots, you can do what you want, but I went 1 and 1. The Cleaver for plus 11 physical armor, and then the Ambling for plus 15 magic armor. Combat arts for short blades. Once you max all the short blades, you're going to be able to get the entire skill tree. But if for whatever reason you don't have the entire skill tree, I would encourage you to max out Smitten to increase your chance on smiting, as well as Vaunt, which increases your chance of smite on reposits. So if you do perfect parries into a reposit, you'll get that increased chance on smite. Or I would get Misdirection, increased chance on smite on Spectre Strikes. Those are the big ones I would make sure you're trying to get into. Again, Swift or Vaunt and Misdirection. Those are where you're going to want to go just to increase your chances on smite, as well as a full stack and smitten. And for our virtues, this is a courage build. We are slammed in courage. I'm MR 17 right now, so I have 40 courage points for 650 life. Again, have fun with it. Bromius back on the table. Preludes 12. Let's go.